What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Um, I am sitting here today on September 17th, 2021, here in Japan, uh, with a little cup of some tea I bought at the store and a little bottle of vodka. Y'all can't see it. There you go. A little bottle of vodka. Why? Because it's my birthday. And I just felt like it. But more importantly, it is the feast day of Saint Sophia, or on the new calendar of Saint Sophia and her three daughters, Faith, Hope, and Love. May they pray for us all, especially people of terribly weak faith, such as myself. But I'm pouring this up because I want to, and I'm 32 years old. Damn it, I'm 32. Like, thank God I'm 32, but I'm 32, bruh. I was sitting there thinking about that. Cheers. Um, I was 23 when I came here, and you know, I sometimes when I'm not busy, just panicking about life and death and just all these things that I should not um, concern myself with, but I still do anyway. Um, I sometimes, reminisce a little bit on my time here, and it's weird, man, because it's like it's almost been 9 years. God willing, it'll be 9 years next year, and I'm basically getting close on a decade. Yeah, I mean, and I know there's lots of people that have been in Japan a hell of a lot longer than me, but it's just weird for me to think about that, you know. And I was thinking of something uh, today, and I guess recently, because I've been getting some messages from some young brothers in particular, Orthodox brothers, or other Christians. I usually get a good number of messages from Catholics or other Orthodox, occasionally some Protestants brothers, mainly telling me that they come to Japan, and the last couple of weeks I've been getting some messages from, I think, two or three brothers, and thank y'all for that. I thank y'all for reaching out to me. Cheers to you as well. But I was thinking about this, like, I don't know why, but I was thinking about dating in Japan as an Orthodox Christian. One, don't ask me. Matter of fact, hell, I probably shouldn't even be making this video, but my channel needs content. You know what I mean? I was sitting there thinking, I don't do a damn thing right that I should as an Orthodox Christian. I'm hanging on by the thinnest of threads through God's grace, it seems. But I was sitting there thinking about it. Given, what the church teaches us, from what my dumb ass can gather, about how we are to view our sisters, both those in the church and outside the church. The image of God that lay within all the sisters around the world, of all you know wonderful hues. How ought one who professes Christ view it when coming here, especially if you like me, and like when you come to Japan or came to Japan, if you knew here and you are new to the Orthodox faith and you're not that deep into it, or you don't know that much about it, or if you got weaknesses, bruh. If you got weaknesses, physical temptations that you just don't know how to, you're not confident that you can deal with them on your own, especially when you lose the safety net of the church. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I came here, I was just fresh out the water. You feel me? I got baptized in February 2012, and in March of 2013, I was here. Yeah, I mean, so I ain't know nothing about nothing. Not to say that the church I came from didn't teach me that. Now, they had Bible studies at the church I came from in Tennessee. Beautiful Bible studies, great opportunities to learn. I learned a whole bunch, but needless to say, there's only like, I'd only been baptized a year. Barely. You know what I mean? So I come here and, I learn quickly that the things I'm very uh, weak at. I talk about porn all the time. There's of course that, but it's not only that. It's also the not knowing how to healthfully deal with myself. You know what I mean? Not knowing how to healthfully view the sisters here in Japan. Because I seen a couple of videos of other brothers, not necessarily Orthodox Christians or Christians at all, but other brothers talking about misconceptions other brothers have when they come to Japan about Japanese women, thinking Japanese women gonna be all docile and sweet and cuddly and whatnot, because that's the image that a lot of us are given. At least that's what we think, and it kind of, I can understand why you get that. You see the geishas, the Japanese schoolgirl thing, all that stuff, anime dramas, that image of the docile, sweet Japanese woman. I think even back in like the early '80s. If y'all ever seen that one, I think it's Eddie Murphy's early specials. I don't know if it was Raw or the one. Delirious. I don't know if it's Delirious or Raw, but I think Eddie Murphy had a joke in there referencing a friend who had a Japanese wife who was real like meek and all that stuff. And I think, when I came here, it's kind of like, okay, I had that image even before, back in Tennessee with the Japanese exchange students. I kind of had that image, right? And I think one of the things to be an Orthodox, well, not to be, but being an Orthodox Christian that helps, in my experience, is having the church's healing of self-examination. You know what I'm saying? And that helps a lot when you come here, because you have to be willing, and a lot of this comes from God, but you got to be willing to examine yourself when you're let loose, so to speak. And again, I'm making this video for my brothers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because especially y'all young, y'all fresh out of college, y'all get one of them English teaching jobs. Y'all gonna come up in here, you damn near by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You making some money. Especially if you get one of them good English teaching jobs, you balling. You know what I mean? You making some paper, and then you are let go, because Japan is not a Christian country. Japan is not bound, is not founded on kind of Christian teaching. There's a lot that that link up, but it's not. It's be real. Japan is not a Christian country. You know what I mean? So it's basically like you gotta be more active in your walk towards Christ. And I tried that really hard. I didn't go around dating. I had I met my wife 2015. 2015? Yeah, 2015. And then I came in 2013, 2015, met my wife. I had one girlfriend before I met her. And there's this two, three women that I wanted to date. Never did, but wanted to, right? But I've never been that person to go out and date multiple people. I've always felt it just wrong, right? But still, the temptation was definitely there. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna come here, and you think about dating, honestly, my honest opinion now that alhamdulillah, thanks be to God, I'm 32. It would be don't. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't date. just don't do it. You don't need because I think how we perceive that act of dating, it, the, and this is just me being stupid with tea and vodka, so just disregard everything I'm about to say. I think just the concept of dating, as most people tend to understand it nowadays, and especially if you come from the States or whatnot, that it seems to have the goal of, you know, getting in bed with somebody. It seems. Now that's not the entirety of it, but it seems heavily connected. You know what I mean? And then marriage and more serious commitments tend to come later. If you're an Orthodox Christian in particular, and you coming in Japan and everything, and you think you're gonna be here for a while, like years upon years, like you teaching or something, or you moving here with family or whatever, and the thought of dating comes up, you know, seeking someone to bond with spiritually and romantically, physically, all this other stuff. I don't like to call what I say advice. My rambling would be, I take it from my godmama. Godmama gonna tell me in the beginning, she's like, well, don't go into it looking to date someone. Just look for a friend. That simple. Look for a friend. Be friends with them. You know, that's what she told me. And I like that. So, because, think about it. You know, sex bonds people. Most definitely. But when I think, and this is me being stupid, when I think of just how unimaginably vibrant this existence is, and hopefully how more the resurrection will be. I'm working on that. But if I just sit and think of how just beautiful this existence is, just being here, and even just this work towards salvation, healing, and I try to think about that in as much that I'm capable of. Sex is, it's alright, you know what I mean? But I was listening to some podcast, I think it's two Christians, you're right, I think it's the PBH squared or something like that. It's like a podcast on Spotify to help people with porn addiction, and it's two Christian brothers who run it. They're not brothers, but they're two Christian psychiatrists who run it, and they were doing one episode, and they basically said that sex is optional in a relationship. You don't need it. You need it, but you don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be a lot more than just the physical. Because the physical thing can run out. You dig that hit of dopamine you get, that don't last forever. You know what I mean? And I'm learning that with my wife. Like, I'm learning that damn marriage, real love is, forgive me, it's fucking hard. It is hard. But damn if you don't grow from it, bruh. You know what I mean? Damn if you don't grow from it. Like I said now, thinking like my wife has taught me so much, and just by being who she is, and all the conflicts that we have language-wise, cultural-wise, things like that. The sheer fact of being different people. She's taught me to grow so much. And, you know what I mean? If you're looking for growth, depth, go to God first. And then the person will come later. You know what I mean? So again, I'm rambling, but if you go to my young brothers, y'all go, or my young sisters too, if y'all watching this, y'all gonna come to Japan and y'all gonna think about dating, just don't. I mean, you can if you want to, you grown, but I mean, it's like, search. I would find it to be a lot more fruitful to kind of learn, to look inwardly and kind of ask myself, what do I need to clean this year? Or what, because today my birthday, so I was sitting there writing down one of my notebooks. I wrote down, like, God willing, if I'm blessed to make it to next birthday, what are some things I want to work on? I want to work on not getting so angry. It's like a New Year's resolution, you know what I mean? Like, work on not letting my explosive anger control me so much. Not just killing myself over making mistakes. Having that, patience and hope in God to just kind of get back up, even if I make a mistake. These are the things I'm learning that are more spiritually enjoyable for me. You know what I mean? And it's also caused me to ask myself questions of, okay, why, when I was a little bit younger, was I so focused on finding someone, getting connected to somebody, dating somebody? Was it because I really wanted to connect with a person, or was it because I wanted an out? I wanted something to distract me from asking myself questions about myself that I was at that particular moment not ready to ask, or was too terrified to learn the answers to. You know what I mean? But again, that's just me. So if you're gonna come to Japan, my thing would be cross yourself and thank God for the struggle that you're about to enter. Because I find it a struggle. A struggle to go to church, even when church is open. Because I notice that I'm lazy as fuck. Dealing with that laziness, overcoming that laziness. Not being surrounded by a really strong Christian community, so it's easy for me to slack off. And then through God's grace, realizing that I'm slacking off, and then trying to put in the effort to not be so lazy. That kind of struggle. And I'm learning over the years that it actually it's helpful. I'm learning stuff. I'm still in the midst of those problems, but those moments when I get to look back, I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually learning something. You know what I mean? Thank God I'm actually learning something. So, I don't know. I'm stupid. Y'all don't listen to me. Yeah. If you think about coming to Japan and you're an Orthodox Christian, or you considering inquiring in the Orthodox Church, and you want to go down this path that I'm most definitely not on, be glad for the struggle that it's going to bring, because it's a lot. But damn it, the learning part's real good. It's a struggle, especially if you're by yourself and you don't do well by yourself, because that loneliness and stuff's gonna come up. But thank God, because it gets you to learn something, and that's it. Just learning and growing, and like the end of that movie, Ostrov, the island, with what was his name? Petra, Peter. You know what I mean? The actor who sadly passed away, who played the main character. I think it's Father Anthony. At the end of the film, spoiler, he gets into the casket and he's wearing his like white, funeral gowns and stuff, and he's getting ready. He's like, yeah, I'm done. Holla at you later, son. And then the younger, I think it's Father Job, go ask him, because when he realizes, oh shit, this is real, he for real about to dip out. Father asks him, well, how should I live? And then Father Anthony says, just try not to sin so much. So if you're gonna come to Japan and try dating and all this other stuff, and just do your best to put your spirit first. The woman or the brother will come later. Just put your spirit first, and God will handle the rest. God gave me my wife to, I think, teach me how to grow up, and damn if I ain't happy he brought me up. Anyway, love y'all. I'm gonna finish this drink. Y'all have a good one. And again, man, I pray Saint Sophia and her 3 daughters pray for us, because I know I'm weak, and I need prayer. Anyway, love y'all.